Yo, what up guys, welcome to another video. This video will be about because there's like some viewers that ask me about how do you progress gear and stuff, like how can you league start with this type of build and stuff. To be honest, this is my first league doing something like this. I didn't know how to start with it. I started with a fireball mana, the same one Path of Math was doing. It started out pretty good as well. The AURABOT more than double my damage, more than triple actually. It was quite a lot of damage, but like obviously fireball is probably the worst scaling fucking skill out there to use for AURABOT. I should have gone for something like ball lightning, you know, ball lightning mines, right? You can use Call the Brother to convert, then you use fucking Call the Fire. You get triple conversion. Whereas if I'm using fireball, right, I have no conversion. I am at its peak. There's nothing for me to do. It's horrible. I don't know why I started with that. But then after that I switched to Penance brand, which is like 5-6 days, right? After like actually 5-6 days after the league, I made a couple exalts, 10, 20x, 15x probably from Boston. Then I switched straight away, invested more on my AURABOT. That got me going pretty easily, to be honest. I'll show you the gear conversion like right off the bat. Like I just sniped a couple gears and stuff. This is my week 1. No, you see day 6, right? I was still a mana obviously using all this shit. This is day 6 gear. Kinda dog shit, I can't lie, but I mean this is week 1. You see I'm still saboteur because this is the like moment I just switched, so it's still kinda shit, right? Okay. For the items, you want a tabular roster. It's very cheap. You want to buy a plus AOE. Oh shit, okay. AOE or duration gem, very fucking cheap, right? Like, because Penance is either one of them. Penance is a duration and a AOE gem. You don't want to buy soccer gem for the impulse. It's very expensive, and it's only +1. But if you buy a duration or AOE, it's +2. It's a lot more damage. And also for the weapons, right? Obviously, you have to have Call of the Brotherhood. If you don't have Call of the Brotherhood, you're missing out probably more than 70%, 80% of your damage. Just gone, straight up. Call of the Brotherhood is one of the best rings out there. It is the best ring. You can't replace it. What am I saying? One of the best. What the fuck? It is the best ring for this type of build. It's conversion. All bots are fucking broken right now. I hope they don't nerf it, because, you know, like my first league doing this shit, if they nerf it straight up, there's no second league for me to do something like this. Obviously the amulet, this is a very overkill amulet. I picked this up for 50 chaos week 1. I don't know how I even got my hands on this. Very expensive. It should be like somewhere around, in my opinion, 5-6x at least. This is like a triple like fucking influence modifier on it. Like, dude, this is the best for like Penance I've seen, except damage per power charge is not tier 1. So obviously you're going for replica Ineas. You can go for like just res, life, fucking or move speed boot if you need, but I went for a replica Ineas because it's like very powerful with assassin overall as a class. Obviously any power charge helmet can do, but in this case I use Asina's Mark because it had cast speed and power charge. You can also use the brown crown if you can even find one though. But for the gloves, you just go for fucking any gloves, life, right? But I went for some more damage. This is really good actually. Shadows and Dust is also a pretty good choice, but this is very budget, like, because it gives me a lot of life, and I'm like life version at this point. I didn't switch to the incandescent heart yet, so this is a very good option. For the belt, just attribute and life, doesn't matter. Like, for the belt, you can go for some damage. There are some unique ones you can use as well, but this is what I went for. For the wand, see stuff like that. For the wands, right? You can pick. You want a lot of cast speed for Penance because you're starting off Penance. Penance is very good for scaling, very cheap for league start. You want to be using Penance. Spark is way too expensive. Like week 1-ish, day 5, day 6 is way too expensive because there's not enough resources to go around for you to make Spark powerful. Like Penance is way stronger than Spark at a lower budget. I'm doing a super low budget right now. This is the lowest budget you can get. Cast speed, right? And either of these, because Penance is a lightning and a physical gem at once, right? So you click on this. You want a profane one because you're getting a lot of cast speed. You can also go for any other one, right? But you want at least 20, I'll say 25. You see how many results are? Oh fuck, these are not one, but what the fuck? They're pretty expensive actually. Never mind. Yep, just stick to our profane. Fuck, okay. Profane. It's pretty cheap. You can get yourself pretty decent ones, not gonna lie. 1 chaos, 15 chaos. Profane 1 is the best for Penance point because it has a shit ton of cast speed, and you know what cast speed means on Penance point, right? Like the faster it gains its power means the more damage it deals. That's how Penance point works. You just want a faster activation speed, so it gets more power, and before it explodes, and when it explodes, it does like fucking 10 times more damage, like probably 30 times more damage than when you initially cast it. That's how Penance point works. And scale it with AURABOT, that's like hundreds of times. It's just so crazy. Alright, this is like the budget one. Amulet, you can use any, right? You can just use a +1. Like, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. If you're gonna start with an AURABOT and like this type of build, I assume you're not a bad player. You pull it up, but like, just kidding. But I assume you're like decently experienced, right? I assume you're decently like knowledgeable about these type of items. I don't want to explain too much, but these type of ones just go for profane. I bought this fracture base and then I essence spammed it. See, look how fucking good this is, bro. Okay, fucking yeah, it's very fucking good. Okay, this one I just bought for like 15 kills. It's pretty good as well. Decent damage, decent. Yeah, you just want. I don't know why I didn't. Did I bless these? I don't know actually. What did I bless them? Oh yeah, you don't have to bless them. Okay, fuck me. Okay. Right. After you're using this version, by the way, if you think this version is weak, right? Let me tell you one thing. This version can fucking one-shot Alhisma, bro. One-shot Alhisma. You just click on my previous videos. This version can already one-shot Alhisma. Alhisma has no chance. He basically gets one-shotted. This is Saboteur. Don't mind this, but all the gen setups are pretty much the same as what I have right now. Except I didn't go for fire conversion this time yet, but like fire conversion is obviously the strongest. Once you switch to Nebulous, do not use fire conversion if you don't have Nebulous. I'm warning you. Okay. After like you're done farming, because Nebulous is super expensive. Like in the first few weeks or so, like probably after week 1 it's gonna be cheap, but first week it's gonna be like 6-7x. So I don't think it's worth it. I don't switch to it. I'm just gonna farm a bit easier content. I don't want to buy Nebulous. It's because it's fucking cancer. I'd rather snipe for some really good gear that can carry me through endgame instead of Nebulous. Is obviously the strongest option here, but I think it's just overpriced and I don't want to buy him for that ridiculous of a price. So fast forward to week 2. It's only week 3 on some shit. Okay, don't care about this helmet. I was still using Asnus Mark for week 1. In less than a week. Don't mind this helmet because you don't need this. This helmet isn't very beneficial for Penance point. I miscalculated. It isn't very good. Okay. You want to switch to Nebulous. I'll show you some good Nebulous. This is top tier Nebulous, so don't even like try. But Exploding Nebulous, one of the best spells have chance. This is the best for Spark. But these two are the ones that you want to snipe for. But you know they're like 100x each right now, so don't even try. So I went for fire as extra chaos because I'm fire conversion. So extra spell damage. You want to buy a really good gold one, right? And AoE because and cast speed. Because after you switch off those ones, your cast speed will be lacking. Because like the ones have a lot more fucking cast speed than Nebulous. So you want to have like decent cast speed at least. You want to be running a lot of remarkables, right? Obviously, burn loyalty, grand design. You want to be doing a couple of remarkables, and your Druids like should be like some cast speed and some multi cast speed ES stuff like that, double multi cast speed. I was using 2 of hopes because I was getting these 2 up here, and then all of this shit you don't have to. But yeah, this is a pretty OP version. I'm still using Militant Faith because it's a lot of damage, and I don't like it's kind of cancer to like generate frenzy charges for the battle to the bottom, and I don't like doing that. So obviously the same exact fucking amulet. This is the CR version, right? You want to be switching to Incandescent Heart as soon as possible if you're starting to farm a bit harder content, because this version is at least 5 times stronger than the previous version. You know why? Because it's fucking tanky. It's so much tankier than the previous version. It's ridiculous. It's probably like 10 times tankier. You're immune to chaos. If your AURABOT is like, see, you're immune to chaos, right? 20% damage is like 25% of the elemental damage taken as chaos instead. You basically take 25% less elemental damage. You take 3/4 of the full damage already, not including your fucking resistances. You're very tanky with this version. Like, start switch to double nebulous as soon as possible if you have the currency for it, and then a 6-link incandescent. You either buy it or just like fucking link yourself. I don't like doing that. Anyways, the best ones for incandescent heart is obviously 6-link. But if you have money, right, you buy one of these, AOE, duration, or socket gems. But there's no one for sale after week 3 because the league is fucking dead and I'm gonna quit. Like I'm kind of quitting. Like, it's so boring. Like I can't play. I'm sorry guys, but I'm actually gonna I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna take like a 2-week break then come back. But I'm just kind of sick of the game right now. It's so boring. After that, obviously, current version. I just go fucking short current snapshot. I switch to Spark. Remember, do not switch to Spark if you don't have currency. Okay. Spark is a lot more harder to scale than Penance brand. Although it's pretty OP, it's a little less damage than Penance brand, like initially when you switch. But it's like it scales better than Penance brand in terms of like how high you can scale your gear up. Penance brand, right, is way better than Spark at scaling in low budget, but in the higher budgets you can. This helmet, for example, almost like it gives like probably like less than 10% of a boost to damage for Penance brand, but for Spark this is like more than like a 20%, 25% increased damage. Because the amount of flat damage it adds is pretty crazy. Obviously, all of this shit doesn't really matter. These ones aren't even changed because I'm just too annoying. Obviously, you want to buy like a high multi and a +1. +1 is always the best. Projectile speed, Tom's reclamation. I like using Void Walker because it's just like I can use Repeater instead. Repeater's a lot more damage than aerodynamic. But you know, do what you want. I don't really care. Obviously, Transcendent Flash for that 56% increased crit multi. Thrill of Hope for obviously a lot of damage. You can use an Intuitive Leap and you can save yourself 3 points here, alright? And like actually, yeah, 3 points. And then all this shit is pretty good. Mental Faith, obviously. Watch His Eye. You want to buy like a very beneficial one because since you're all affected by the AURABOT, right? Like any like fucking modifiers with that like gives you a lot of damage, just buy it. To be honest, Clarity is also good if you like think, oh shit, I don't have enough ES, but with like you see this 1.7 with my AURABOT, it's like 4.3. 4.3 I barely ever die, even in fully delirious maps, so it should be very easy for you. Nothing should even give you a single challenge. Like everything would just basically get shredded. Obviously there's other players as well, like you can just check them instead. Like they're all really good, but like obviously you can follow my version. Mine is probably better. Cap. But yeah, this is all I have today. My AURABOT is taking a break right now, and I'm taking a break too, so I'm probably gonna be back in 2 weeks, but I'm still gonna put out content. Like just type in the comment description like what you want to see, what you want to know from the build. I can make it. Like don't be shy. Don't be shy, okay? Don't be shy. I will tell you, okay? I mean not tell you, I'll make a garden. Dude, my channel is growing and I'm happy as fuck right now. So I'm just happy, bro. Alright? I'm just happy, right? Yep, that's about it. Oh, so tired. Just finished school, okay? Like, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I don't think I have anything else to say, if I lie. I guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace, bro.